Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon.
So as you guys can tell from the intro video, today I'm going to talk about a little bitty channel called Nickelodeon. Now, Nickelodeon was a huge part of my childhood. I know it was for a lot of people. I'm not going to get crazy in depth about the channel, but I wanted to show something that I recently found that was just so cool, and I wanted to show you guys. So recently I was on social media and I was just watching old videos from the 90s, and sometimes people will put things on there from just back in the day, like videos of old Toys R Us clips or, you know, Christmas presents that kids were opening. One video I saw though really took me back. It was a video about Nickelodeon Nicktoons. And Nicktoons were basically just little cartoons that were exclusively only on Nickelodeon. So I went to the comment section of that video and I seen a comment that kind of took me on a journey to Instagram, where I saw a guy who was selling Blu-ray versions of a ton of these different Nicktoons that you just can't find on DVD, and it totally blew me away. So let's start out by talking about one of these that I picked up from him, and this is the Nickelodeon Halloween specials. Since October's right around the corner, I wanted to talk about this. Now, this is basically just a ton of different Nickelodeon specials that were all Halloween themed, of different shows that were on Nickelodeon, like Rocko's Modern Life, Doug, Ren and Stimpy, Salute Your Shorts, Hey Arnold, Ah Real Monsters, Rugrats, etc., etc. Over 50 classic episodes. Now, this is the type of stuff that you just don't see anymore. It's basically just a little footnote in history. If you didn't see these episodes when they were out, there's no way to get these. Before I open this up though, I want to give a shout out who created these, and it's over on Instagram where I found it, and it's called the Slimterion Collection. If you look right here, it says the Slimterion Collection. Now, he has a ton of different ones of these. I picked up 4 different ones, and I'm going to show you guys today. So like I said, this is the Halloween special, and these are all Halloween themed episodes of shows that were on Nickelodeon at the time, like Real Monsters, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Cousin Skeeter, Double Dare, Doug, Eureka's Castle, Hey Arnold, Keenan and Kel, Little Bear, just a ton of different stuff. SpongeBob SquarePants, Tiny Toon Adventures, Wienerville, The Wild Thornberries. You can't do that on television. Now, these are so cool, but these are handmade. Now check the quality out on these things. 2 Blu-ray discs. But look, even it shows disc 1 with every single one of the episodes, what the show is, and the episode name. Just look at the love and care that went into these. And this is something you can't buy at the store, so I immediately had to pick this up when I saw it available. And every one of these are made to order. They do take a little bit of time to get here, but they are completely worth it. Great quality, and like I said, some of these episodes are just lost in time. You'll never see these again unless you get this collection, because they just don't air these anymore. So the first one I want to talk about was the Halloween special. The next one I want to talk about is Nickelodeon Christmas specials. Now, if you're like me, you love Christmas time. This is another double Blu-ray set with over 50 classic holiday episodes of original Nickelodeon programming. Rocko's Modern Life, Pete and Pete, all that. Hey Arnold, Doug, Ren and Stimpy, Rugrats. I mean, just look at the quality of this awesome Blu-ray set. I can't get over just the craftsmanship. I mean, he put a ton of work into these things. Look at this. Every episode listed, awesome artwork on here. I mean, you just can't get this stuff, and check it out. It even has Thanksgiving episodes of some of the shows. I mean, it's just stuff that you don't see and you can never see again. Who remembers The Big Help, right? If you were a kid, you remember this. This was basically like a thing that they encourage you to do good things around your neighborhood, like pick up trash, helping the world, and they called it The Big Help. I mean, just check out the awesome quality. I can't give enough shout out to this dude who created this. I don't know who it is. I'm not getting paid to talk about it, but just the quality of this just blows my mind. And this is something that, like, you just can't get. If these were available to everybody, I'm sure he would sell a crap ton of these. That's why I kind of wanted to showcase them on the channel today. Nickelodeon was a vital part of my childhood. I loved watching Nickelodeon. There's the Christmas special, over 50 holiday episodes. Now the next one is really cool also. One of my favorite shows that were on Nickelodeon that I watched all the time when I was a kid was a show called Right Here. For some reason, I just really enjoyed it. I went to camp a couple times when I was a kid, and I related to a lot of things that were on this television show. And this show is called Salute Your Shorts, and this is the complete series. There were 2 seasons of Salute Your Shorts, 13 episodes in each season, 26 in total, plus the pilot. This show ran from 1991 to 1992. You can watch this show on Paramount Plus, but some of the episodes are out of order, and I think a few are missing. So this is the definitive way to get this collection, is to buy the Slimterion collection version. But I just wanted to show you guys this. And I mean, if you've seen this show, you know what it's about. It's about a camp called Camp Anawana. And Ugg, he is the camp counselor. And all these characters are just, everybody has their own unique character. And it's the 90s, right? So like, they got the stereotypical characters. Like Telly, she was basically a tomboy. You got the comic relief Donkey Lips. You got ZZ. And you got Pinsky, who was basically like, came around in season 2. Michael was in season 1, but they replaced him with Pinsky, who was kind of like the cool kid, right? And then you got the girl that everybody liked, which was Dina. Then you got the troublemaker Budnick, and of course the geek Sponge. So this show was really funny. A lot of iconic episodes in this show. But just look at the quality of these. I wanted to show you guys this. This is so cool. Season 1 and season 2. And just check out like how much work he put into this. Custom drawings, every episode list. I mean, this is just so cool, man. I am so glad I picked this up, and I just randomly found this dude's collection from a random comment on some random video I was watching. But like, I mean, look at this. Camp Anawana. Such cool artwork, and it's just something, like I said, that you could not own. You could watch it on Paramount Plus, but who knows how long that'll be around. And finding these episodes in great quality, like Blu-ray quality, is just, you can't do it. And this thing has everything in it. I mean, it has everything. The original pilot, cast interviews, the reunion panel that they did like 25 years later after the show, blooper reels, Nickelodeon appearances. I mean, just the little details here. Zeke the plumber, Dr. Khan, all these things I'm saying, if you watch the show, you know what they mean. Just a cool show. One that I related to, like I said, because I went to camp. Man, such a cool show. Unfortunately, there was only 2 seasons, but this was one of my favorites. Salute Your Shorts. Who remembers Salute Your Shorts? Let me know in the comment section. And the last and final Blu-ray that I picked up, this was something that as soon as I saw it, I literally freaked out, because this is by far my favorite show that was on Nickelodeon, and it still is to this day. It's a show that was way ahead of its time, that still holds up today. It's incredibly unique, and it's a show called The Adventures of Pete and Pete. This is the complete series. This is the main reason that I ordered it. I saw this and I just absolutely flipped. There's 3 seasons of Pete and Pete. Season 1 and 2 are available on DVD, but they're incredibly expensive if you find them. Season 3 was supposed to be put out on DVD, and I heard that they were actually pressed and ready to go, but there was a merger with the companies that own the show, I guess, or whatever. It will never see the light of day. So to get Season 3 in Blu-ray quality, this is the only way to get it, and I do not regret buying this set at all. If you've seen this show, you know it's very unique. And one thing that sticks out about this show is its iconic theme song, Hey Sandy, by the band Polaris.
It's mighty strange. You looking happily deranged. I can't settle in bed. Or have you picked your target yet? Hey Sandy, got your dog bite? Hey Sandy.
This show was just ahead of its time. Very unique, very quirky. It's just, I don't know, it's hard to explain. If you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. But this is the complete series. I just want to show you the back and show you all the awesome quality of this Blu-ray. This has everything on it. Pete and Pete was a show about 2 brothers, obviously named Pete and Pete. Michael Morona plays Pete, and his younger brother, Danny Tamborelli, plays Little Pete. There's the characters that are in the show. Ellen, Artie, the strongest man in the world. Such an incredible set. And this thing has every single thing in it. All 34 episodes from season 1 and 3, plus the 5 pre-series specials that aired before the show was actually picked up and started producing it. Plus 26 original Nickelodeon shorts. If you know about this show, you know what I'm talking about. This show was next level. It's by far my favorite show that they showed on Nickelodeon. It was ahead of its time. So let's just open it up here and just check out the quality. Like, I mean, just so they got Glenn Wordle's Plaque Candy. Now, this is a little play on of the season 2 finale called Sick Day. If you've seen Pete and Pete, you know what this is all about. But just the little tidbits and stuff that he threw in here, just the love letter to this show. And check out this quality. So you got here the episode list with all the specials, season 2, season 3. I mean, just incredible quality. And on the back here it says what was on Nickelodeon in 1993, and it had from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. every single show that was on in the time slot. I mean, this is stuff that you just don't see anymore, right? And this is all made by one person. Check out the quality. I mean, like, he didn't have to do all this. He could have just put these Blu-rays just in some random case and sent it out, right? This is a love letter to how awesome this show was. And he must have loved this show just as much as me, because the love that he put into these is just, it's next level. But here's the shorts, the specials, season 1 and 2. And then disc 2 has season 3 and all the extras. And disc 3 is just the music. And I mention the music because there are a ton, and I mean a ton, of musical guests appearances on this show that played characters in the show. So it's so cool to see just an individual disc with just the music, because there was a ton of music in this, and that's why these are won't be released, because there's tons of written music in it. But I mean, just look at the quality, everything. Petunia, I mean, if you've seen the show, you know what all these little things are, like mom's plate in her head, the underwear. I mean, Artie's outfit, the stoplight. Like, there's just so many little nods to every episode in this show, and he put it all in the background of this Blu-ray set. I mean, it's just It's incredible. This show is amazing. If you've seen the show, please tell me in the comment section below. It's one that I never thought I would be able to see every episode in its original order. There's so many wrong articles on the internet with the episode list, but this is the definitive list of when they came out, in what order. And what was unfortunate about this show was it never got a proper series finale. It just ended after season 3. But it's just so cool. And like I said, they're both grown up now and they have their own podcast. So make sure to check it out if you guys like Pete and Pete. And you probably recognize Michael Morona. He played in Home Alone. And you probably recognize Danny Tamborelli because he did a ton of other things on Nickelodeon after Pete and Pete. Stuff like All That and just a ton of other shows. So, I mean, just the love of these sets just brings a happy tear to my eye. And it's crazy to think that you would never get these unless it was a fan who loved the show so much and loved Nickelodeon so much that they put the time in to make their own custom sets of all these shows. And if you want to get your hands on these, I'll leave a link down in the description so you can go get one of your own. I really hope that a lot more people pick this up because I feel it's something that deserves to get more exposure. And I did reach out to him and let him know that I was going to make a video on this, and he was like all for it. So definitely go over there, get you a set or two of these. And like I said, they have a ton of other sets. This is just the ones I got. They got different sets for different shows. And he's making more and more and more as time. It takes time to find all these episodes and compile them all. So I mean, I'm sure he's going to make different sets for a ton of different Nicktoons. And one awesome idea I had, if you personally don't like them, but you know somebody who does, go over to that Instagram and buy somebody one of these for Christmas. I mean, if they're a huge fan of Pete and Pete, imagine them opening a gift like this on Christmas. Or they're a fan of Salute Your Shorts. Or they're a fan of Halloween or Christmas. If you're probably 35 to 45 years old, you remember Nickelodeon during this time. And it was elite level Nickelodeon. Nowadays, yeah, Nickelodeon's still around, but it is nothing like it used to be. The 90s Nickelodeon was literally top tier GOAT level status shit. So, yeah, that's all I got to say, you guys. If you guys like this video, make sure to leave a comment in the comment section below. And like I say at the end of every video, we all can't help everybody, but everybody can help somebody. Take it easy, y'all.